This the new Let's Get It Sports Talk, broadcasting live on weekends, exclusively on Facebook and the Four Walls Foundation YouTube channel. Yeah. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing? It's Doc Bryce here, one of the hosts of the new Let's Get It Sports Talk. I'm here with my man Marcus Bullock, Coach Marcus Bullock. Pardon me. I had a rough morning, man, so I apologize. Good morning to everybody out there, man. Coach, how you doing, though, brother?
I'm doing well, man. All's good. Busy summer, man. I feel like I'm just always tired right now, always trying to catch up.
Okay.
But everything's going well, man. Just gotta keep moving forward, keep getting stuff done.
All right, that's good. Yo, you know what, Coach? I'm gonna have you switch to that other mic though, because for whatever reason we going in and out on that one. Switch that one out. There we go. Let me hear you again.
Is that any better?
There it is.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
all right,
There he is.
cool.
All right. So you say you're doing well though?
Yeah, all is good, man. Like I said, we're just getting the summer's going, and everybody's got stuff going on, and I'm tired, but we just keep pushing through and making things happen.
Absolutely. I was telling you earlier, got in real late last night. Just kind of hanging out and preparing some things for celebration coming up soon, for my kids or whatever. But you know what? I said I could not do this show and not go serve. I had to serve the church, serve God. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's when I'm sitting there and I'm in the music capacity, right? Because I'm just observing right now, and I'm sitting there listening, and I'm like, yo, this crazy, like how I'm listening to this, and then I'm in a few short moments, we're gonna come home and I'm gonna do my own show, and just a wonderful feeling. And I think that's my word and how I've been. I'm just appreciative of some of the things that's been going on recently or whatever. So I'm just happy about that though. And one of the things that I'm very much appreciative of it's related to sports, okay? Because sometimes sports is like the greatest escape of life, right?
Definitely.
I like the way our Sixers are starting to look.
I agree.
Okay, so I got it. What are your thoughts here? Let's just start out with your thoughts. Free agency is not over, of course, right? But there's been some major moves. There's been some movement, okay? Of course, we're going to always highlight the Sixers first because that's our squad, So it is what it is, right? Sure. But what's your thoughts about what they've done to kind of retool themselves? Pause.
I think going into free agency, we had one person on the roster in Joel Embiid.
Right.
Obviously Maxey was going to re-sign at for his rookie extension and all that.
Right.
But to be able to land probably the top free agent in Paul George, and then and I said it on our last show, I still think we were one piece.
You did
away.
say that. Was that the piece though?
I didn't even think about him, but I think that is a piece that will prove to be a great addition.
You think so?
Because I think he gives us that. We're talking about Caleb Martin, who's been with the Heat, was with the Hornets, but really made a name for himself with the Heat.
Right.
He is a guy that can score, streaky shooter, but he's a dog. He's a defender. Yeah. He's the guy that when we talk about like going against the Celtics, he's the kind of guy you need that can defend a Jaylen Brown, that can defend a Jason Tatum. Now with Paul George, now you have two guys are they on that level offensively? I don't think so. Yeah. But you're not going to – I don't care who you get. You're not going to stop those guys. Sure. You just have to make it tough for them. So I think that was a huge addition. And now you still have a Kelly Oubre who can be another wing defender.
Right.
Which is I think the most coveted thing in the NBA is wing defenders.
Wing defenders, absolutely.
So having those three guys now that are solid defenders, can score. Obviously, Paul George is going to have to score more than the other two. Right. But I mean, I right now I think we're looking pretty good.
I have to agree. I'm not going to lie to you. The only thing, let me ask you. I don't know why I thought he was a shooting guard. I didn't know that he was like a power forward. So maybe because either I'm not paying attention or he has guard-like abilities.
So he's not a traditional four. Right, he's not a 6'10" like big guy.
Right,
but and I think he's more of a four because he doesn't shoot it great. So he's able to play the four because you still want other guards. But he had, I think in the not this past playoffs before that, I think they were relying on him to score down in Miami. So he can do it. Like I said, I think it's a good signing. I think he's very versatile. So I think that was a missing piece that I was really worried about that I think they addressed.
Yeah. So is he? So it's not. It wouldn't be fair to call him like the light skinned Draymond Green.
No,
that's not fair.
No, that's not fair.
But he's just like one of those guys that does all the intangibles.
Yes.
Can he be our version of Josh Hart?
Yes, I think that's exactly what we need him to be.
Okay.
And I think he gives a little more, and this is not taking anything away from Josh Hart. I think he brings a little more skill than Josh Hart does. I don't think Josh Hart is ever gonna for the Knicks in the situation he's in now go get 30. And I think Caleb Martin
can go get 30, right? Right, and he can shoot a little bit
that's
too.
What I'm saying.
He can shoot that three, right?
When he's shooting it, it's not like when Josh Hart. We were leaving Josh Hart open, saying go shoot.
Right.
I don't think you can really do that as much
with Caleb Martin. Now, what I remember Caleb Martin was that Game 7 that I really thought that Miami was never had a chance to win, and the fact that he was the one that got busy.
Yes,
right.
Yes.
That's what reminded me of like he was like a guard because I think he was getting busy from three.
He could shoot,
he was shooting a little bit. He was, going off the dribble. It was a lot of different moves that he was doing. So now to slot him at the 4, it was like, okay. But then they talked about his wingspan. He talked about, and he had some chase down blocks too that was pretty decent. So overall, I'm excited. And, I still talked about like, I felt like we needed a lead guard, right? But I forgot. Oubre did some, I want to say ball handling, but then that's going to come with something, right? Yeah. But he's done some dribbling. He's done some dribbling up the floor with, what I'm saying, especially during that Knicks series that, I'm saying, he was like he started the offense a little bit. I think Maxi's more comfortable at the 2. And maybe that's because he's not a girthy guard. Right. Is that what it is? Or something like that? They push him off his position or something?
I mean, I just think he's looking to score. I think he's better when he's trying to score the ball. And I think what when you talk about a lead guard, I think what we need to find now is maybe it's Kyle Lowry, a second unit lead guard.
A second, okay.
And then that way, when that guy's in the game, you can move him to the 2. Also, remember, Paul George has been dribbling the ball. His whole career, so he can also be that second person. When he's in with Maxey, that can help.
Yeah. What I really like about this roster and what's kind of standing out to me is the fact that it's not like overly aged in a certain direction. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm saying? There's what we call that in the world of counseling. There's multiculturalness on the you know what? Listen, my OCD is bothering me. Coach, can you hit that wire right there at the bottom? It's the wire right there, right at the bottom. No, other one right there. Yeah, just yeah. There we go. All right, there.
I can't even see it.
Yeah. So it's multiculturalness. With the roster because Paul George is now the oldest.
Right.
Am I right? He's 34.
I mean, unless we bring back Lowry, but yeah.
Then he'll be the oldest. So I think that, what did we see LeBron be successful with as he's the OG agent? He got to have young killers around him.
Yeah, a balanced roster.
A balanced roster. Right. I think that's might be where the Clippers got it wrong a little bit.
Yeah. Yes. And they had some young guys, but they didn't play. They weren't in the mix enough.
Like a Terrence Mann or something like
Terrence
that, right?
Mann. I guess he's on really the main one. Oh, they had Bones Highland.
Right. Then he gets busy.
He didn't really play a ton.
Right.
So I think they didn't have the I don't want to say quality, the guys that were in the rotation with that youth, where it was just more of an aged rotation. Yeah.
And I think that this is going to help us because you got Embiid around 30, Maxey's young, Oubre's young. You know what I'm saying? What's the name? This Caleb Martin's young. So you know what I'm saying? You get a nice balance, and then now PG as the old head veteran. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this could work. This could possibly work. And to your point when you said, listen, I don't need him to score this every night, every game. Just do it like once or twice a week. Yeah. And you know what? At 34, you should be able to do it like once or twice a week, and your team should be able to do it.
Just be solid.
Right.
Get yours when we need you to. Mm-hmm. When Embiid's out, because he's going to be out, then you raise your level.
Right.
And now it's not. And I think that's the big thing is now when Embiid's out, we're not just relying on Maxey to score.
Right.
Now we still have two guys
other people's right. Absolutely.
Of carrying.
Absolutely. So, Kelly Oubre was such a welcome addition. I just hope he doesn't fall off.
Agreed.
That's my thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I just love his heart.
And I don't think he's going to, because now we are not expecting less, but need less from him. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. So now if he gives us that same energy, effort, heart that he gave when we really, really needed it. Right. Now it's just going to be.
Right. It's interesting because I was looking at this, Paul George signing, right? And I'm saying that at 212 or whatever, right? Now, and if I'm taking the same type of theory that I use when I talk about the catchers, right? Yep. So I say, Realmuto, you can get rid of Realmuto, get that money, break that down, just get you a real good catcher, and you have some, can plug in some other areas, right? So,
which I disagree with, but
I may be there, but I may be there disagreeing. I told you that the first game, they brought this catcher in. Of course, I'm testing my theory, and he's supposed to be throwing the second, and I think it went like shortstop or something. I don't know where it went, I said, I might be wrong on that one, you know what I'm saying? But the point I'm trying to make with the Sixers is, could we have done the same and been the same way with DeMar DeRozan? Because he's 3 years, 75, and he will fill a spot for us.
I think offensively that would have worked, but defensively I don't think we would have been as good.
Okay.
Because DeMar DeRozan is known for not being a great defender.
Right. Okay.
So I think,
and not showing up too. What's a PG too? So
yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing with both of those situations and not showing up is that's when they were the guys.
Right, true indeed.
Now you're not
the guy, right. I didn't know he's that old. He's 35.
So, yeah. Wow. So, I mean, I like DeRozan. I think he could have filled a role here, but I think even if we get DeRozan, I think we're much better off with PG when it goes to playing against a team like the Celtics or the Knicks or anybody we really have to defend.
So would you say that DeRozan's like an older version of Mikal Bridges?
Just once again, not a defender.
Not a defender. Okay,
that's a great. Who he's a.
Because listen, he could still score the ball. So
him and Zach LaVine are like the same to me.
That's why I never understood the pairing.
Like they're both can just go get buckets. They both score. Now I like DeRozan more DeRozan's more of a winner than Zach LaVine is.
Attitude wise and everything.
All that
absolutely.
Stuff. You want him on. If you have a team that's trying to
win, want him on the squad. Yeah, absolutely.
But they're both, not great defenders, need a lot of shots.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't think that ever was going to work in Chicago.
But first of all, LaVine was jealous of him.
For sure.
He was hating on him. You know what I'm saying? And it was almost back to that, and we talked about it here and there about that, that Kyrie and Dion Waiters. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Where Dion be like, Kyrie, no, it's my turn, son. You know what I'm saying? So, but so some other moves though. You got the Clay.
Yeah.
I can't say. What Clay say? What Clay say? Clay's going to the Mavs now. He's going to team with Kyrie and Luka. I like it. I just feel like, dang, they couldn't do nothing to keep you around, no, brother. But then I read something by Steve Kerr saying that, it's probably good for him, man. He gets out of California for a little bit. See something different.
Yeah, and what was interesting to me about that whole thing was, and I don't know how true this is, but the rumor is he went to Steph and said, don't
interfere.
Yeah, don't make them sign me. Don't make them, just let it be what it is, and we'll see what it is, which is interesting. He goes, I want them to want me, So,
right.
But Clay, it's interesting because I think from what it sounds like, the Warriors and the Lakers maybe offered him similar contracts to what he got in Dallas.
Right.
But because of the taxes,
no, it's going to be a lot less.
It's
right.
A lot, less.
Right. Absolutely.
So,
right.
That's interesting. But no, I mean, listen, Clay's one of my favorite players of all time.
Really? Of all time?
I love Clay.
Of all time?
Of all time.
Wow.
Think about it. Like, so me, the way I played basketball, the way I teach basketball, shooting is the most important thing.
Yeah, okay.
And the thing I loved about him was when they were on that run, even really before KD, even after KD got there, Clay would, he'd be on a heater. He'd, be making 2-3 threes in a row. And he'd make his shot, and he would just walk right up to whoever the best player on the other team and start playing defense.
That's right. He did.
Right? And he was just like, I score and I play defense until he got hurt. Like that was
right.
I wish he never got hurt, obviously, but
he was tough though. He was like the silent assassin to me.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you knew Chef was going to do his thing. You know, other players were going to play their role, but it was like he was always that X factor. Yeah. Like, yo, if Clay get busy, it's a wrap. There's nothing you can do about it. Nothing you could do about it because you know what? He could score, he could defend, and he could shoot. Some may even say that Jay might be a little up there with Curry. Same.
The look of it, I think he has the
beautiful,
the beautiful looking shot.
Absolutely, absolutely. Splash Brothers. Yeah. That's who they was. Splash. Oh my gosh, yeah. That's sad though. He doesn't move the same, ages, right. But he still got value, and I like him out there in Dallas. And you know what? He never left, and that means something. Like imagine if LeBron played his whole career with Cleveland.
Right?
Is he the same player? No. Sometimes it's your. And this is a message, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes it's your experiences outside of your normal that really shape and kind of mold you a little bit. So I don't know, is he the same player?
No, because I think if he stays in Cleveland the whole time, I think Miami was great for him. Mm-hmm. One, I think it turned him into the villain.
Yes.
Which I think was good for him.
Yes.
And then coming back to Cleveland, everybody loved him again.
Right.
And then going out to LA, it was like, all right, this is how he's going to finish his career.
Right.
But I don't think he would have learned or figured out how to win
right.
the same way if he stays in Cleveland.
There's a maturation process. And I think Clay went through the same thing, but I think he matures more, maybe. Even though he's like 30, what is Clay, 34?
He's got to be up, yeah. He's got to be
34, 35?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're always maturing, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I really became mature until I was like 37, but I'm a late bloomer. So, but I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, he left California. He's never played
outside.
Not even in college, right? Where you went to college at?
He went to Washington State.
Oh, Washington State. But didn't that at UCLA though, right?
No, it wasn't UCLA.
Okay.
Washington State.
Okay, all right. But I mean,
but even that, like, it's not. Yeah, it's still right there.
It's right there, right? So it's like, I don't know. It might be a new. That's probably why, because his father, Michael Thompson, and I think I called his pops garbage.
You did.
I did. His pops wasn't garbage. I'm not saying he was nice like that, though, but he wasn't garbage.
He was the number one pick, right?
He was a number one pick,
so
and I think he
wasn't number one pick worthy. Or he didn't live up to the number one pick.
There it is. Okay. He didn't live up to it. He played for the Trailblazers. Was he picked? I'm trying to think. Was he picked by the Lakers? No, he was not picked by the Lakers.
I thought he was picked by the Lakers. Or did he just finish with the Lakers?
I don't know why I feel like he finished with the Lakers.
That could be. He was on the Lakers for sure.
I remember that.
I just don't know where he started.
But you remember him on the Trailblazers?
I don't.
See, I remember him on the Trailblazers. I'm just trying to think, was he like the original Sam Bowie?
Poor Sam Bowie.
I know, it's sad, right? But if you think about it, there's a lot of people that came after Sam Bowie that had like the Sam Bowieism.
Sam Bowie didn't have a terrible career. It wasn't terrible. It just happened the guys behind him were.
Where was Sam Bowie's best stop? You should know this. I mean, come on, home.
Wait, who drafted him? Portland.
Mm-hmm.
Portland drafted him. I mean, I guess the Nets was his best.
Exactly.
But like I'm saying, he had a decent career. Like
Sean Bradley-ish.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not
like, yeah, it's not.
I mean, if you're still in the league,
terrible.
No, if you're still in the league collecting a check, it's not terrible.
Right. So I think he's the guys behind him were just so good. Like just.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Sam Bowie's career is better than Greg Oden.
Yeah,
because he's like Sam Bowie Jr., right? Anthony Bennett, right? Was he ever nice?
I don't know.
Like in college, like I don't ever remember this dude. Yeah, he was terrible.
That was a terrible draft.
Oh my gosh. But anyway, so there's been other that Oden. You know what I'm saying? And then, matter of fact, who was the kid that was on the he's not saying Bowieisms, but Wiseman.
James Wiseman.
Right.
He was number 2 though.
Oh, he wasn't number 1.
No, Anthony Edwards was number 1.
Oh, okay. But he still got rid of yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. But you know, you bringing me back to this what was his name? Anthony what?
Edwards?
No. Oh. The one from Cleveland. What was his name?
Oh, Anthony Bennett.
Oh, he sucked.
He's terrible. He's out of the league in like 3 years.
Right. Not even in the G League though. Like out.
And they said that he called the Cavs to ask to get a tryout to come back. And they were like, nah.
Like, yo, you're terrible, yo. Yeah. So anyway, well, listen, it's been an exciting free agency. We still have some moves to make as far as the Sixers. Who are the winners of? Who's the winners? I think Philly. And I feel proud to say that finally.
I definitely think Philly's got to be. I mean, I don't know who else. I mean, if you're just talking free agency, it's got to be Philly. Mm-hmm. If you're just talking the off season so far, the Knicks have to be up there with the Bridges move.
Right. OKC too.
OKC is definitely up there with the Caruso.
And Hartenstein.
Right. I forgot about that. That's even more impactful. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm struggling to think of anybody who had a greater free agency than Philly.
Yeah. Who's the losers? See, we disagree with one. I might say the Knicks.
Losers?
Yeah.
Losing Hartenstein's big.
Right. I'm saying the Knicks.
I don't.
And my friends that might listen to this, whatever, they're going to probably think that I'm hating, but I promise you I'm not.
No, I think Hartenstein's a huge loss.
I think he's the huge loss coupled with the overpayment for OG.
Yeah.
And then, like, eventually, yo, listen, the Villanova Knicks, like, it's cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? It makes for a lot of nostalgia. It's cool. I think that, you know what I'm saying? But I think once people catch up with the style of play, I think they're going to struggle. I think they struggle next year. I don't think they are the same.
Well, I don't know if it's next year. I just think eventually, because not none of those guys. OG now is, Randall is. Like, Brunson's not making any money. He's making money.
But he's not making money.
He should be making.
He should be making, right.
So what is he? He probably has another year or two on this
before
deal
he does. Right.
And then now it's...
Yeah, he's going to pay. I got to get paid. Right.
And then now who are you not going to pay of the Villanova Knicks, of the OGs, of the Randalls? So somebody's... Like, that's where I think it's going to get. Right. And I think they're going to be a situation where they're not going to be... And they're young still, but they're not going to be... Like we've been... The Sixers have been in a while. Like... We don't have the room to just go make a move that we really need to make. Right. Because they're going to need a center, right?
Right. Yes, they do. Right. And they still got Mitch.
Right.
They still got Mitch.
If he's not the answer, they're going to need to find a center, and they're not going to be able to have the cap space or have the room to go.
I just think they're the biggest losers. I think Brunson is something else, but you know what? It's like it's like anything. Like coming from the music realm. What's up, Tone? How you doing? Got Tony here. He said he's happy, finally free of Tobias Harris. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think we're going to definitely get at least more than 0 points in a final game, so we'll be fine. You know what I mean? But again, I think the Knicks are in trouble. I just think that you ever listen to a rap album or your favorite artist? And you're like, yo, you know what? Yo, this person is really good. They're really good. First album.
Yeah.
Second album, most times, terrible.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, when the second album, if it's good, it's actually better than the first.
Right.
So like Nas, for example, people might kill me on this. They think Illmatic is number one. Yep. I don't think Illmatic's number one. I think it was written.
It was very good.
That was his best album. So sometimes either your second album is really, really good and phenomenal, 4 mics, or it's trash, straight trash. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't I don't believe in the Knicks yet. I'm not there. And I think it's because of Thibodeau. He got him playing hard. This is what, okay. He did. But what's to take you to that next level? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And can you win a chip that way, the way they're playing?
Well, I think this year, OG for a full season.
Right.
A healthy Randall.
Not to cut you. I want you to go. Yep. So remember Randall, right? OG for a full season. I don't think he's ever played a full season. He might be on your roster.
Well, yes. Okay, yeah, that's fair.
But he's like, I didn't know he was like injury prone like that. Injury, yeah. All right, but go ahead, Randall.
Randall healthy.
Right.
And then you add Bridges. So I think that's a good, that's a good off season. So losing Hartenstein hurts them big time. I 100% agree with that.
Right.
I just think it's going to be. I think this year they're going to be. I guess it's like you're saying, that second album is either going to be great
or it's garbage.
It's going to fall off a cliff.
I think it's falling off.
I think they're going to be good.
You think so? Yeah. Okay. And listen, I want them to be very good. Maybe not as good as their fans were acting like. I didn't like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was the first time I seen a New York fan become a Philly fan. I hate to say that, though, but it's the truth, though. Yeah. It's the truth. I don't know. You know what? Listen, we'll see. I just don't think they. I think they. Because if it's not Brunson, it's a wrap.
Agreed. I agree.
It's a wrap.
You know
what I'm saying? With everything. Like Brunson's almost like. I mean, it's a terrible comparison. You know what I'm saying? You may not even get it though, but Brunson's almost like Penn Station. Like. And what I mean by Penn Station, like, without Penn Station, like, don't no trains run. Nothing happens, yo. Like, that's it. If Brunson don't play, nothing happens. So I just think that's too reliant on him. And then, can you win a chip with your lead guard as the star? Has that happened?
I mean, I guess it hasn't happened. I would say Steph.
Oh, I guess so. But yeah.
It's a different way.
It's a different way, right?
He plays.
But see how they play? So it's the system that really made them. That's the first time. Well, could you say that with Jordan with the triangle too, though? Yeah, the system was more than the play. No,
because Jordan,
he was phenomenal.
Jordan made the triangle.
Right. So Jordan made the triangle. Yeah. What would you say that was? That the same thing with Curry made Steve Kerr's system, or was it Steve Kerr? That's what I'm saying.
I think. Well, and I don't think that. I don't think because I think if you take out Clay, even if you take out Draymond with how smart he is,
okay.
If you take them out of the system, I don't think it's as successful.
Exactly. Okay. All right. So that's true.
Part of the whole thing was we can't help off of any of these guys.
Right.
So now the lane's wide open and all that's wide open. So
right. Okay. All right.
But having your lead guard be the dominant of everything with the ball in his hands, which is the different with Curry. It hasn't been done. I don't know when the last time it's been done.
Right. So that's where Isaiah Thomas maybe. Right.
That was pretty balanced too, though.
But he was a star.
He was a star.
You wasn't winning without him.
Right.
Now, if Joe Dumars went down, you could still win because you could put Vinny in. Yeah. You had other options.
Yes.
But without Isaiah, it was nothing happening.
Yep.
Magic Johnson, maybe?
He played differently.
He played differently, right. Right. Okay.
He scored, but it wasn't about him. That wasn't
So other than that, I don't know of any chips since then. You know what I'm saying? Parker, but he wasn't the.
No, he wasn't.
Right, he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? But so we'll see. We'll see. But I got them falling off, son. I got them falling off. I got them instead of going from Illmatic to It Was Written, they go from Illmatic to Nostradamus, which was probably his worst album. You know what I'm saying? His worst. But Project Windows was dope, though. But anyway, all right. So listen, anything else covered in basketball? I think we covered it all. I know Tony. Tony was saying that he thinks Julius Randle's the one to go. I would take Julius Randle for the Sixers. If he was available, he would be an upgrade over Martin too.
Just not defensively. Because I
don't think so.
No. And it all comes back to who's he going to guard.
Okay.
And that's where I think the Knicks are going to get messed up because him at the 4 and Robinson in, now that means Hart can't be in the game or DiVincenzo can't be in the game.
Right.
So now they're going to have to play differently.
Right.
I think that's the same thing I think that's how Randall is. Who can he defend the 4s? Can he defend the Tatums? Can he defend the Browns?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the Knicks are gonna be kind of like the 2021 Raptors, maybe. You know what I'm saying?
Like 2021
or 21 or somewhere where they were playing OG at the 5.
That's what they're gonna have to.
They're gonna have to do, and that Toronto team was tough. I can't even front because you had Anunoby, Siakam, and Barnes. That's your front court right there. You know what I'm saying? Then they got busy with Van Fleet as the I think he might have been the 1 or whatever like that, and I forget who that other guard was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they weren't like necessarily magical, but they weren't like a title team, but they were a lot better than what people thought. And it's because they just played a bunch of stretch.
Oh, that's the team that the Sixers played in the playoffs.
When
Siakam elbowed Embiid in his face.
Yes. We struggled with them.
We did. I give a lot of credit to Nick Nurse. Nick Nurse knew how to guard Embiid.
Yes, but I'm saying, so he knew how to guard and be defensively, right?
Yes.
But he knew how to use those players. Yeah. And they didn't struggle with rebounding. Right. They didn't struggle with anything. In fact, they were so quick. Sometimes, and I hate this, this is a pause, but because they're so quick along, they beat them to the ball. That's what it would be. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, OG would have to start, you know what I'm saying? Which then now you have a disgruntled Robinson. I don't know. I just think that, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. It's going to be very interesting. I think the whole league is going to be interesting. What's up? Last little part in this segment, Bronny.
Yeah.
I don't like the fact that, and this is, I don't even know if I should say this because I don't want to get banned and I want to keep my job. So it's like, I have a thought I want to make, but I better stay safe. So, Bronny, you're in the league because your father was the man. Let's just keep it real.
I disagree.
Okay, no, stop. Coach, stop. You can't say, well, listen, no, I'm in the league because of my own merit. I don't want it to be nothing about my father. Yeah, that is the politically correct thing to say. But you and I both know if his pops was not in the league, I don't know. He might still make the league, but he's not revered the way he's revered now.
Oh, of course.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's garbage. I don't want to. That's not the argument I'm trying to make.
Of course.
But I don't like Bronny saying like, it's almost like he's trying to shun away from. Not embrace it. Embrace it. That's why you did it. That's why you're allowed to. That's why people are getting behind you because you're the first duo to do it. So you need to kind of embrace it. Don't try to separate yourself. Yeah. You might as well embrace it because that's why you in the league this early. Because I'm not saying that it's almost like okay, I can't even go there. My comparisons are off today. I'm just tired. But here, at the end of the day, listen, would you be in the league? Maybe in 4 years, 3 more years or so, you wouldn't be in the league right now at this moment if it wasn't for your pops. Bottom line, the Lakers would not have picked him. That's interesting too, and I want to get your opinion of that. Tony, let me just say this. Tony made a comment. Tony said because Bronny being drafted it makes the NBA so unwatchable. That wouldn't fly in the NFL draft to play daddy ball. So you're right, Tone.
No, he's not.
No, he is a little bit.
He's not.
He is a smidge, but meaning as far as like what do they call that? It's not cronyism. What do they call it? Nepotism, right? So he's right in that part where nepotism is not fair. But it's the American way, though.
But that wouldn't fly in the NFL. Andy Reid's sons.
Oh, that's a good point, Coach.
What are we talking
that's
about?
That's a good point. Oh, right. That is a good point.
It's in every business
there is.
Ever.
That's right. You really ain't lying.
Like, that's just part of life. Like,
that's his business.
Now, would Bronny be who Bronny is if Bronny wasn't his son? Of course not.
Okay.
Of course not.
All right. So
would he be would we talk about him? Would we care that how many points he had? Would we care about his first basket?
Right.
Of course not.
Right.
Of course not. But that's not saying that it happens everywhere. Now,
it does.
I still think Bronny is going to be a solid, not great, solid NBA player for 10 years.
Okay. So he's going to be like the Reggie Jackson is?
Perfect.
Right. You can see him like a Reggie Jackson?
He'll have some great games. He'll have some games where you just forget he's even on the team.
Okay.
All of that. Yes.
Okay.
I 100% agree. And I agree that he needs to embrace the fact of why he is who he is. I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't think it's... But to say that it wouldn't fly in this league, if it's everywhere. Now, it doesn't, we've never seen it before because no father has been able to play this long and do things the length that LeBron's been able to do. But you can't tell me if Patrick Mahomes' son, and Patrick Mahomes plays for the next 15 years, and his son goes to USC and is the next quarterback, and Patrick Mahomes is 42 years old, that the Kansas City Chiefs aren't going to draft him. Like, you're out of your mind.
You know what? Listen, I might have been swayed.
You're out of your mind.
I don't think they do draft him.
Why wouldn't they?
You know what? And this is the point. I'm not even sure if Tony even thought about it from this perspective. Their leagues are different. Their ownership is different. And the players have a little more power and autonomy in the NBA as opposed to the NFL.
But we've never seen a player with as much power in any sport, in anything, as LeBron has.
That's true.
Ever.
That's true.
And because of the way the NBA is, that has a lot to do with it. But I'm saying if there is a player in the league, I don't care what league we're in,
right,
that gets in this opportunity, the team's going to do it.
Right. But see, all right, so listen, let me tell you, Tony's funny though. He said, I'm just saying the NBA is going to keep posting Bronny highlights all over Instagram like the NFL does for Taylor Swift. At some point, we're going to get sick of the glazing. So here's the thing. I was watching, did you watch Bronny's highlights?
I didn't even see him. Okay. I saw what he did.
Sorry. So I got home late last night, right? And to be honest with you, and I apologize to you earlier, but I didn't really prepare for the show until like early this morning, right? So I'm listening, I'm looking at some things online. All I see is like Bronny highlights. Mm-hmm. And then I seen the one when LeBron was like, oh, that's tough. That's so tough. You saw that?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yo, what was tough though, son? What was tough? You just made a layup. He just made a layup, man. What was so? It's his son, though, right?
It's his first basket in an NBA game. Like,
I started thinking about my son watching. That's what I thought about. Right. So that's more of a father watching his boy. Right.
It's a father watching his son. Like,
yeah, I was like, yo, he's not. That was not tough.
We have to remember, we've never seen this before.
That's true.
Nobody has ever gone through what this family's
true.
going through.
That's true.
So we have no idea the right way, the wrong way, how it's going to play out. We have no idea.
It's fun. I just think it's funny. And to all the fathers out there, shout out to all the fathers out there, yo. But listen, I just think, and even mothers out there too, because y'all be going hard at the games and whatever too. But I just think it's funny because when I saw it at that very moment when I saw it, I was like, oh, this how I be. This how every father be, huh? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just a regular layup to everybody else, but to him it's like, yo, that's tough.
Tough finish. You see how he extended there? There's nobody else there, but he extended, that's what I'm saying. Like, why are we hating on this? This is unbelievable.
Oh my God.
Unbelievable what we're watching.
Oh, that thing was,
and listen, I'm not a LeBron hater at all. I'm not a big LeBron fan. I just think he's amazing. But like we can't hate on this. This is unbelievable.
No, it is. It is unbelievable. But you know what? Another point. You know how we talked about last week, right? We shout out to damn, hold on, I'm sorry, I'm laughing so much. Shout out to Coach Fred, man, from Cherry Hill West, man, for joining us last weekend. But we was laughing. I think you brought it up, like, yo, could you imagine, like, yo, you on the road?
Yeah.
Right. And Dad was like, yo, if any of y'all chicks hear from Bronny,
right.
That's it. Right. It's a wrap. Now when they on the court, what is he calling them? Is he saying, yo, Bron, yo, 23, yo, 2-3? Or is he saying,
can't say that.
Tony said, yo, LaDad.
He can't say
yo,
that.
Daddy, I'm open.
He can't say dad.
He can't say dad, right? So what's he going to say?
He probably calls him Bron. He can call him Bron. He can call him that.
Now, LeBron be getting on people in the locker room, right? Yeah. You think he going to check Bronny out there?
He's not going to play, so there's nothing to check. Like, there's not...
Oh, he's going to play that first game. He's going to play that first game.
I don't know if he does.
Absolutely. He might even start, son.
He's definitely not. Like, let's see, this is
I might even put bread on it. I might put money on it that he's going to start.
Everybody's getting out of control.
Yo, he might start.
This is where everybody's getting out.
No, come on, coach.
They already said he's probably going to spend most of the season in the D-League or G-League, whatever it is.
So you could do that without being... So that's what... I thought a two-way contract meant that...
No, two-way contract means that you're primarily...
in the G-League.
You're like a swing player. You can go back...
Oh, okay.
Anybody on your roster can go
to the G-League. Okay.
But now, if you had, so you only have 15 roster spots.
Gotcha.
So if you send one of your players down to play in the G League, you can't add another player to your roster. Now you only have 14 players.
Okay. Wow. Okay. All right. So you think he goes and plays in the G League?
I think he plays a bunch of games in the G League. Yes.
Okay, I think so too. But I think he starts the first game.
I think you're out of your mind.
I think he starts.
There's no way.
I think it's that moment.
If they start him the first game of the season, the season's over. It's over.
Why?
You've lost everybody.
Because they made it a mockery and a publicity stunt?
Yes.
But you already knew it from the time he drafted him.
No. It's different. Him being on the team and being the 15th guy is different than him starting.
Son, they're not drafting him to not play him.
He's not playing.
Listen, okay, wait a minute, hold on.
Especially JJ. If JJ, this will be JJ Redick will be there for 1 year if that happens.
Hold on.
There's no shot.
Coach.
There's no
chance. They draft Bronny to not play him. There ain't no history being made. What history is really being made? I mean, you could say it like on paper.
He might get in the court if it's a blowout or something like that.
They got to make the history that they want to make.
They're not.
The Lakers got in on it because they're, number one is LeBron. Number two is history making. And they're on the right side of their branding by doing that.
No way they start him.
I'm saying he starts.
If he starts, I'm not watching the NBA all season. I'm done.
Why?
Because that is.
No, but he's an NBA player, coach.
Agreed, but he's not. He's
not a starter.
No.
Oh, come on. But any NBA player could start at any given time.
Agreed.
Right?
So, but if all my guys are here ready to go and he starts, I'm out. Unless they make it, and if they come out and say, "Listen, we're going to start Bronny for this first game, so we can make this history," and the first sub out, he's coming out of the game. I'm in on that.
Okay.
Let's call it what it is.
Okay. I mean,
but if we just. Oh, Bronny, you get to start tonight. No. It's so the first game is going to be like your senior night. That's all I'm gonna say. It's like a coach's senior night. Don't matter whether you starting or you're not starting, whether you play, whatever. If you a senior, this is your time to shine. I have an issue with senior nights too, but that's
oh wow, really?
That's
anyway, you got Bird saying they're not starting Bronny.
There's no shot.
But y'all both Philly fans. So
unless
I
they come out and say, this is why we're doing it.
They're not starting them.
They're starting
them. They're starting.
Who's the Lakers point guard? D'Angelo Russell.
D'Lo. That's correct.
So what's their best five? D'Lo, Austin Reeves, LeBron,
Davis,
and Rui Hachimura. So if they tell you, listen, D'Lo. Listen, Austin Reeves.
Yo, Bronny.
Listen, Rui. One of y'all's not starting.
It came from the big boss. It came from the big boss. Come on.
You lost that guy.
Okay. You think so?
Yes.
All right. We'll see.
Now, I'm telling you, unless they just they have to call it what it is. They can't try to act like it's organic.
So do you think there's any Lakers on the team right now that's like, yo, Bronny garbage. Like, yo, why these yo, it's all about LeBron, all about, you think they hating on him?
I can't see that. Because everybody knows what it is.
All right. So then Tony says they'll probably start him, and then after the tip, he comes out.
That's embarrassing.
He comes out after the tip.
That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing.
Right. That's crazy too, though. If you pause that, Tony, it comes out after the tip. That's a little, yeah. I'm just you see, once you start, you just can't. You can't stop. You can't stop. But
you can't do that. That's embarrassing.
I actually think that I'm telling you, I actually think that he starts. I think he plays a bunch, bro. How can he develop? He might go down to the G League a little bit.
Time to develop.
Yo, he might go down to, listen, he's going to go down to the G League, play a little bit, and then come up with the ultimate trainer in LeBron, and LeBron got to have him on the court. LeBron wants him on the team. LeBron thinks that he can win a championship with Bronny.
Not with Bronny playing. No.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
He's not. No.
Hey, look. I promise. Isn't that one of his schools? I promise. You know what I'm saying?
There's no shot he really believes.
All right, well, we'll see. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let us know your thoughts. When we post this, make sure you give us your thoughts or whatever. But I think that's it for the NBA free agency. We got some baseball going on with the Red Sox and the Yankees. We got the Phillies playing. I was in New York yesterday. I wanted to go see that game yesterday with the Red Sox or whatever. I think they won. I wasn't sure because I still haven't checked it, but I believe they won. And I'm going to tell you why. The Yankees, did they win? Okay. See, you know why? Because I'm walking through the train stations and I'm seeing Yankee fans like excited.
Happy, yeah.
They're happy and drunk. But whatever, they're happy. You know what I'm saying? So usually, I don't know if that would be that way. But I was like, I think they won. What was the score? Do you have the score?
14-4.
Oh, so they got busy. So it was a breakout game, okay, in the heat.
Yes.
That was the main reason why I didn't want to go, because I'm not sitting out there in the heat. So, you know what I'm saying? But there's a game tonight, though. It's a 7 o'clock game. But anyway, how's the Phillies? The Phillies have been a little hot right now, haven't they? They haven't been? I thought I saw something with Trey Turner.
Trey Turner's been very good.
Okay.
Trey Turner's been very good. They lost to the Braves last night, 5-1.
Okay. Did they win the series or no?
That was first game of the series.
First game.
They won the Chicago Cubs series.
Okay.
Now they're playing the Braves.
At home or?
Away.
Okay.
Just a lot of injuries, just trying to, get through. And they got 3 all-star starters, so that was positive. Yeah.
Oh,
Realmuto's not a star. He's hurt.
Oh, wait a minute. All right, wait, hold up. Harper. Nola?
Not Nola. Well, we don't know who the pitcher's going to be.
Okay.
It's not going to be Nola.
All right, so Harper. Not Schwarber.
No.
All right, tell me. I don't even know who.
Harper, Turner, and Bone.
Oh, Bone's been getting busy?
3/4. Yeah, he's having a very good season. 3/4 of the infield is Phillies.
Okay, that's good stuff. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. All right, well, and then we in the building on the 29th.
29th, yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I was going to request, if we can go a little early. I've never seen the illustrious, phenomenal Walk of Fame at the what they call it? What they call it? The CBP.
CBP.
Okay,
it's just a wall, not a walk. You don't have to walk anywhere. It's just a wall.
Okay,
you can stand there and see it all.
I just want to see if my man Richie Ashburn was up in. You know what I'm saying? He's up in there. Okay, so definitely want to see the.
So we got to get like 2 minutes earlier than we would have. We'll be good.
He said 2 minutes, ladies and gentlemen.
We're good.
We don't have to have no long walks. I got you. I got you. Yeah, but definitely, looking forward to that. Definitely got tailgate all 9, you know what I'm saying? But, so when's the All-Star game? Is it coming up?
It's got to be coming up. I don't know when.
I think it's next week. Is it next week? That quick?
Here.
I think it's
after, I think.
Yeah, so, you got the All-Star game coming 16th. up. Oh, okay. All right. So, what's your favorite thing about the All-Star game in baseball?
It used to be the Home Run Derby.
It was.
But I think they changed it too much for me. Like, there's too many rounds. Like, just who hits the most home runs?
Yeah. It's like they played with the home run derby and the dunk contest. They have
it's just too much.
It's too much. Yeah, I give you that. Yeah,
just dunk the ball.
Right. Right. And if you miss, that's your turn, bro. You're done.
So now, I don't know. There's nothing that's I mean, I think of all the All-Star games, I think baseball is one of the better ones because the game is actually being played.
Okay.
Whereas football probably has the worst.
Yeah.
NBA is good. Especially when it gets down late in the game if it's close. But I feel like the All-Star game in baseball is one of the most. The game is still the same.
Yes.
So I think that makes it probably one of the best.
Yeah. I've always liked the baseball All-Star for the game more than the you know what I mean, like the NBA. I used to like the nights before.
Right.
And when I was a kid, I liked the All-Star game when it came on at 3:30. I think when it started coming on like 8, first of all, it's late, okay? And then secondly, you know what? I didn't like I liked it when you used to be able to wear your uniforms.
On uniform.
Yeah, I didn't like it when they had and then I didn't like it when they had the team captains either.
I don't like the captain.
It was too much showmanship. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like that. So hopefully they'll fix that or whatever. I'm definitely going to try to watch this baseball All-Star game. You said you think football has the worst one?
Yeah.
Football, so it's the Pro Bowl, right? I never watched it.
Flag.
Is this really? It's not.
I think
7 on 7.
And I understand
7 on 7.
That's a dangerous sport. Period.
True indeed.
So why do you want to play an extra one? But yeah, I think it's flag now.
Really? So I've never watched it. First of all, I just don't think football. And correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, could you get into football in the summertime? Like, I don't know. For you, I think, and I mean, for me, right? So, I got this ADHD thing going, and, I know my father says this about my brother, but I think I'm the same way. We see things in, like, dimensions a little bit. And so what I mean by a dimension is that, okay, I associate football, cold weather, get dark early, different vibe. Mm-hmm. So if it's summertime, I don't know. I don't know. I can't really associate it with it. So when I used to see the Pro Bowl in like Honolulu, you know what I'm saying? It's like, they're not really being serious.
Right. Yeah.
Now,
true.
An All-Star game that I've never seen is the NHL one.
I couldn't tell you. I haven't watched one.
You never watched one?
No.
Okay. So we don't even know if that's the worst one. I don't know. It's like, what do they do like ahead? Like, they shoot the puck? Like shootouts of the puck?
Stuff like that, yeah.
Okay.
I could see them doing something like who has the fastest shot. Something like that.
Okay. There's miles per hour. Okay, I can see that.
Their skills competitions are probably pretty good too. Like you have to skate through all this and that kind of thing.
Okay. There's no like 3-pointer shot, huh?
In hockey?
Yeah.
No, they're worth one.
Okay, I got you. All right, that's interesting. We have to check out our All-Star. I have to check out an NHL All-Star. Let's make it laugh at, ladies and gentlemen, and you join us in on this challenge too. Let's be intentional about watching an All-Star game. The same way I was intentional about watching a WNBA game. And speaking of WNBA, how did Caitlin Clark do this week? Did she win yesterday? Didn't they play yesterday?
She played Liberty.
They played the Liberty, didn't they?
They won.
Not in Brooklyn though.
She had a triple-double.
She had a triple-double?
She did.
Now was it like an 8, like a 10-10-10, or was it like I guess that's still a real triple-double too. But Bama and Ben Simmons had a 10-10-10. You know what I'm saying?
It was away. It was not in Brooklyn.
Right.
And she had
that's a big game for them.
Yes. 19.
Oh.
13 assists. 12 rebounds.
Wow, that's good. And that's against Ionescu and everything, right?
Against all of them.
Who's this? Ionescu and Stewart too?
Stewart struggled.
Oh, she did? Ionescu?
22.
All right.
A lot of shots though.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know what? Listen, again, look, we're into it. I promise you. And that's part of like, I'm not sure if it's the machismo that most of us have or I think most men are born chauvinistic, you know what I'm saying? Just because it's that mighty man of valor, that mighty man mentality or whatever. So we often have to be taught about our steel magnolias. But straight up, these women are doing great things, man. And the fact that we're talking about them, you know what I'm saying, as far as like, if there was some games on, like if there was a doublehead today, I'm tuned in. I'm lighting the barbecue up.
Just so you know, the Wings play the Aces at 3:30 on ESPN.
Really? Okay, there it is. See, I've never seen the Aces play.
You haven't seen the Aces play?
No.
Oh, you gotta watch the Aces.
I hear the Aces
you
are...
haven't seen the WNBA yet. That's the
Word is born?
That's the team you gotta watch. Yeah.
So they're like...
They're the Warriors when they were the Warriors.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's the creme de la creme.
That's the team, yeah.
Wow, okay, I gotta watch that.
Back champions. Yeah.
I gotta watch them. Okay, all right.
The best player in the league.
Who?
Asia Wilson.
Oh. Yo, I can't remember who the one. My brother likes this guard. She like a light-skinned guard too. Cute too, like, you know what I'm saying? Little small guard. She gets busy.
What team?
I don't know what team. She was in the playoffs though. No, I'm bugging. She's not even. No. Oh, no. She's in college. Juju.
Oh, Juju. Yeah.
She's in college.
Yeah.
Yeah, Juju.
USC.
Juju. And you know what? Listen, you know what's crazy? I'm trying to get my uncle on the show. My uncle's gonna be down here next week. So I'm gonna try to see if my uncle will join us. You know what I'm saying? I said, we do Sunday morning. He was like, well, listen, it depends on how Saturday night goes. I said, all right, so I'll make sure it go good. But I think the crazy thing is that, he's into WNBA and watching them or whatever. Because he's coached them. He's been coaching all his life or whatever. Then my brother's kind of into it as well. But I heard them talking about, is it Hilda? Hidalgo?
Oh, Hidalgo. Yeah.
I was like, yo, wait a minute. Yo, that's Paul the Sixth. That's right. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, but they love her game too.
She's tough.
She is tough, right? You know what I mean? So, just shout out to all the females out there that's doing just powerful boss things. Shout out to y'all. I'm a fan now. I don't know still though. Now, this is where I still struggle. Will I put on, because I'll buy, I'm probably going to buy an INS jersey. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a New Yorker. You know what I'm saying? I try to rep, most people that are from certain, states or whatever. They try to rep their teams or whatever. I just don't know. Like, I don't know. We may have asked this question before. Like, are you comfortable going out to the court to play with a WNBA jersey on? See, that's where we still got work to do, ladies. You know what I'm saying? We still got, I know I do.
I would feel, I don't know about going out to the court to play. I don't know if I would do that. I think I'd be comfortable just wearing it.
Rocking it. That's one thing, right? I think that'd be fine, right? But I'm talking about okay, I mean, when you play ball, right? You either wear something Nike or whatever, or you might wear an old jersey or something. Yeah. So what if you wore a WNBA jersey? That would be tough.
I'll say this though, and this is similar but different. Ionescu has one of the highest selling shoes.
Word. And all the cats be wearing it. Right.
With males and females.
Absolutely. Yeah. So maybe so.
Starting to change.
Yeah. So when I saw that, that's when I had to give it the props. Because I was like, what sneakers are those? What sneakers are those? He was like, oh, that's the Ionescu's. Word? Oh, snap. So you got these cats that could really play. Yeah. Playing in them. So I'm like, that's what's up. You know what I mean? So I think it's the youth. Youth is the ones that are going to be the one for change. That's why you see the change that we're dealing with the WNBA. It's the youth. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And I think people, especially even people like me, what I mean by me, like the older head. Like, for instance, I was struggling paying for something. When you pay for things, I either pay cash or card. Yeah. Are you the same way?
Yes.
You're cash or card?
Yes.
I'm going to ask one more time. You're cash? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't do no...
Nah.
And then... Nah. You don't do that?
Nah.
You know people that do that?
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
What don't you understand? I just haven't done it. Like, I think I can get to it. I just haven't done it.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess, I don't know. It's more secure. It's less security for me. I don't know. So it's some things... Listen, the point I'm trying to make is that it's the young ones... that come with the change.
For sure.
And that's why you see the things that you see that's happening. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the WNBA, and listen, keep growing, man. Keep growing that brand, man. It's doing really well. That's all I can say. I think we got it all. Football's coming around the corner, though.
Yes.
I know I heard some of the coaches talking about 707s and whatever like that. So, football be here in no time, man. Any talks going on? I don't think there's much.
Nothing major. I mean, everything you hear now, NFL-wise, is like people just trying to drum up problems.
Right.
Things to talk about.
Right, that's it. Yeah, so it's nothing really. But it's coming, though.
Definitely.
So once July's over, we get into August, then you can start, we'll start having some movement. That's when, baseball gets a little more interesting. Football starts to become interesting because the first game is like usually after Labor Day?
Right in that, yeah.
In that range, right? So, they're practicing now or doing involuntaries or whatever the case may be. What do you think about Aaron Rodgers? You think he's going to play the full season?
I think he'll play the full season.
I think so,
don't know
too.
How great he's going to be. I think he'll play.
So you don't see them as the title. You don't see them as Super Bowl favorites.
No favorites. No.
Okay. But in the conversation,
maybe.
Okay. All right. Okay. Eagles.
Yeah, I mean, I think they have to be in the conversation.
Okay. All right. You see them winning?
I don't.
Okay. Is that because you don't want to?
No, I'm not. I'm not hedging my bets at all.
Okay. No. Okay.
Football is such a tough sport that I don't know. I think when things are when you feel like this is the team,
that's when it is. And yeah. I don't know. I think I said last year I saw the Eagles going to the Super Bowl and they faltered. Right. I don't know. I want them to. You know what I'm saying? I do.
Sure.
And because I want to see Hurts successful.
Yeah.
I still have this. I still think people have a disdain for him because of Carson.
I don't think that's the reason anymore.
See, and this is where I miss Randy. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm sure that Randy and his peoples are loving the fact that, I believe they're still talking junk about, you know what I'm saying, about that. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully Hurts, because I tell you what, if Hurts doesn't win, that's all that he'll be remembered. That he took over.
The good thing for him in that regards is Carson went on to ruin his career, right? So it wasn't like Carson was doing well somewhere,
right? And
we still could have Carson's not even in the league. Well, he's probably somewhere as a backup somewhere.
He is somewhere. I forget where he's at.
It's not like he's lighting the world on fire, or even he's not even a solid.
Yeah, he's not even. Right? He's not even a conversation starter.
It's not even I think that would have made it really, really tough if he went to wherever and was just a solid starter.
Yeah.
But now, he's gone to 3 or 4 or 5 places now.
He's journeyman now. Yeah. So it's sad.
That helps out the
case. Now, did he get a statue or only Nicky Foles?
Who?
Did Nicky Foles get a statue outside
I believe he did.
But Carson didn't.
No.
Okay. No, I'm just saying, some people, listen, I was having this argument with somebody. It's like, if this wasn't for Carson, they don't win the Super Bowl. I'm like, but again, we're not even, we've talked about this exhaustively.
And that goes into the NFL being such I don't want to say a crapshoot, that there's so many things that happen involved in you winning a Super Bowl.
Right.
And I think I'm not even going to get it. Because
it's all good. It's all good. So anyway, listen, another great topics and shows and whatever. Listen, of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know, and I'm sorry, I'm rusty today. Listen, the new Let's Get It Sports Talk is broadcasting live on most weekends on the Four Walls YouTube channel, Four Walls Foundation YouTube channel. We're also on X, formerly Twitter. What do you think of that? I think, and I'm not sure if I mentioned this, I think that Elon Musk?
Yeah.
Is genius.
Of course.
X. I don't know if I talked about this already. Did I talk about this already? Okay. The name is genius.
The name X?
Yes.
Why?
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to know and hear from you, okay? And at some point, we're going to wind up cutting these things into reels, okay? But straight up, I want to know if you think that Elon Musk is genius for naming X after Twitter.
I think Elon Musk is genius. Period.
Okay.
The X thing, I'm not sure why that's genius. Because that's been more of a hassle than that's been anything else.
Hold on. Drop my water. Listen. It was Twitter. Now it's X. Mm-hmm. So X is, hold on. Twitter is the X of X. Genius.
What?
Genius. Think about it.
Why is that genius?
Yo, Twitter is the X of X.
I understand what
you're saying. You get it.
I get it.
That's why that's why they call it X.
So you can say Twitter is the X.
Twitter is the X because that's his frame of thought. Twitter, why call it X, right?
I have no idea.
I'm telling you why. Because Twitter's the X of X.
Okay.
To me, that's genius.
I don't see the genius in it.
You don't. You did. Okay, so you was able to figure that out, right?
No, I didn't. That's the first time I ever heard
okay.
that.
Okay.
I just don't see the genius of it.
All right, another genius move. All right, and this is it. I'm gonna shout out, and this is a selfish genius shout out. Shout out to my daughter, my little baby girl, Reagan Noel Bryce. She's an artist. Okay, she's gonna grow up to be some type of artist. I could tell it when she was drawing. Cameron can really draw well too, and so can Anaya too. But something about Reagan, the way she drew, it's like some stick figures or whatever, and she drew like a smile or whatever. It was like perfect, almost like cartoon perfect, right? So we were driving and we were talking about something, and it had to do with FedEx. And I said, I like the FedEx logo or whatever. And she said, I like that logo with the arrow. I said, what are you talking about, arrow? What are you talking about, Reagan? No, the arrow. You like it because of the arrow. There's no arrow there. First of all, do you know there's an arrow?
Yeah.
Yo, how you know that? Somebody pointed it out or you knew it?
I know, somebody pointed it out.
Okay, all right. Yo, that's crazy though. Like, I didn't know, and listen, maybe y'all knew, ladies and gentlemen, but I didn't know there was an arrow there. I didn't never. Oh, somebody pointed out, you see the arrow. Yeah. You just thought it was just a space.
It's just FedEx.
It's just FedEx, bro, right? But it's being able to see things that, and that's what I say that is genius because just like the arrow, Twitter is the X of X, coach.
I get it. I just don't see it.
Like X is like, okay, all right. Anyway, listen, final thoughts. What you got going on for this?
After that, I don't know what
what you got going on for the rest of the
week? Not a whole lot going on, man.
Okay.
Just trying to catch up on some stuff as always. And just, keep on grinding.
Yo, how was the practices and whatever with the high school team?
Everything's been going well.
Okay.
We're getting better.
Right.
We're figuring out how to become a team. We're going through some bumps and some hardships of sacrifice.
Right, absolutely.
It not being about the individual.
Got you.
That kind of stuff.
Yeah. That transition from me to we, right? It's always tough for the young player.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's a tough transition.
Yes. Sometimes you have to help them get there.
You have to help facilitate it a little bit. Yeah.
It's okay for you to leave practice now. We're gonna continue.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah. Let me know when you're ready. Let me know when you're ready.
Yeah. So but it's it's going well.
Good stuff. All right, well that's good, man. So I don't really have no final thoughts. Just preparing for this. Is gonna be a busy week, but preparing for it. They're calling for a lot of rain.
Really?
It's like thunderstorms, like 5 days in a row. I'm like, I don't know, but we'll see. Weather changes. So, you just never know. But anyway, listen, again, I'm Doc Bryce. That's Coach Bullock with a new Let's Get It Sports Talk, streaming to you, broadcasting live on the Four Walls Foundation YouTube channel, on the X of Twitter, X, and Facebook Live, you know what I mean? So listen, please be sure to like, share, and follow. Please let us know your thoughts and leave some some thoughts, some suggestions in the comments. All right. Until then, we'll see you next week.